Hey, welcome to week five mindset. Let's try that one again. Welcome to week five mindset. So this week it's going to be on growth versus fixed mentality mindset. Okay, this is where a lot of people can struggle with achievement, and this is something that I had to change in myself to be able to grow me as an athlete and to grow as a business and as a father. Like, you need to get out of this fixed mentality mindset and massively into this growth mindset. So the mind is obviously a muscle, and it's just like a bicep or a quadricep. It can be trained, it can be stronger. You can callous your mind as you can your body. Okay, it's really important to know that. Because if you constantly think with limitations, then your mind will stop you from achieving whatever it is that you want to achieve. I bang on about this sort of quite a lot because I just believe that if we create a growth mindset, then whatever we're trying to achieve physically, whether that's like weight loss, we're trying to get stronger, we want to run a marathon, whether we want to be a power lifter. Like, if your mindset is not in a growth mindset, then how do you expect your body to follow? Because your body does what your mind tells it to. Very simple. So if you're experiencing any of these, or you have any of these fixed mindset attributes, okay, so yeah, failure is the limit of my abilities. Okay, so you're not trying things because you feel limited of what you're able to do. And you don't want to fail because you think that your ability is further back than where it is. Your ability is only where you pitch it. And if you pitch it to be further back, then that's exactly where you'll get to. You'll quit because you've already set yourself up to quit because you told yourself you're going to. Either you're good at it or you're not good at it. With anything, you can get good at it. Like, people say, like, work on your strengths. Nah, triple down on your weaknesses. Whatever your weaknesses are, like, absolutely triple down on them because it's uncomfortable. We're good at the things that we want to be good at because we're good at them. Like, it's so simple. Like, I love movement. Like, I'll run all day or row or swim, cycle, like do burpees, like no worries at all. Like, I don't like shifting big weights, but I need to for my sport. I'm a CrossFitter. So what do I do a lot of? I shift a load of big weights because it's uncomfortable and I don't like it. And if it's uncomfortable and you don't like it, then you should probably do it. That's the mindset you need to be in. Okay, so yeah, you're either good at something or you're not. You're just stronger at some things than others, and you've got into a mindset that you want to stick with comfortability. So therefore, if you just do the things that you're strong at, and that's the other thing as well. It's about, like, if you're good at something and you do it and you're good at it, it makes you feel good. Whereas if you're not good at something and you do it and you're still not good at it, it makes you feel bad. So where are you going to stick to? But the reality of it is that if you do the thing that you're not good at, and you do it over and over and over again, at some point you will be good at it. It's repetition, reps in everything, reps in workouts, reps in mindset, reps in learning. If you struggled with a subject at school, and you needed to pass for a grade, you'd done repetitions of it. You just sat and you studied and you studied and you studied until that information went in, and it went in enough for you to be able to pass that, and then you moved on, and then you probably didn't do it again because it was super hard. But yeah, I'm just such a huge believer in constantly challenging yourself in the things that you think you're bad at. Okay, and this is by having a growth mindset. Okay, you don't like to be challenged. If you don't like to be challenged, when you're challenged with something, you'll be bad at it, whatever it is, because you don't like to be uncomfortable. There's a great saying with, like, you should get comfortable at being uncomfortable. Like, the longer you spend in a painful place, the longer you do things you don't like, the easier it is to do things you don't like. It's real simple. So, like, when I'm frustrated, you give up. Like, yeah, this is the victim's mentality here. This is the victim's mindset. So we need to come out of that, okay? And need to come into a growth mindset. Like, challenge helps you grow, yeah? Because you're in that state of, like, not in your comfort zone. Public speaking or speaking on camera was something I hated when I went online, and I just kept doing it until I was like, okay, cool, I'm fine with that now. It's not a problem. So yeah, my efforts and my attitude determine my abilities 100%. If you go into something with a positive attitude, you're much more likely to have a great time in doing so. Okay. Love to try new things. Like this is where you should live realistically. Okay. So small challenge for you. List out all of the things that you want to achieve. Yeah. So all the things you want to achieve, whether that's physical, whether that's business, whether that's work, whether that's promotion, whether that's relationship, you want to be happier in your relationship, whether you want to be a better dad or a better mum or whatever it is, like we all want to be better. We all want to achieve things. Okay. So list out everything that you want to achieve. And then I want you to list out all of the things that you think are limitations of why you can't get there. Because if there were no limitations, you would be there. You'd be there now, because if it wasn't a limitation, you would have just gone and got that thing, whatever it is. So everything that we want to achieve has a limitation. And then I want you to explain whether those limitations are achievable or not. So goal, limitation. Yeah. So what things you think you can't do to get there? And then can you get around those? Are those limitations something that you can work around? And then you start to break down those limitations and you start to think like, right, let's give like a good example. So let's say it was weight loss, or no, let's say it was a promotion at work. Okay. So let's say like you wanted to be a team leader in whatever role, but you were scared that you couldn't handle the responsibility of doing that. Look at what you do in your job now. Do you do some of those responsibilities? You probably do. Okay. Are there going to be extra added responsibilities? Yes, there are. Are there trainings and things that you're going to have to be able to do? Do you think that you can do those? Do you think that you can achieve those? Okay, so the goal is promotion at work. The limitations are, I don't know if I can handle the responsibility. I'm not sure if I can complete the training. Yeah, and then are those limitations something that you could break down into smaller goals and achieve bit by bit? Because if they are, then that promotion's yours, like 100%. But if you're in this fixed mentality mindset and you just say, I can't do that, like that's too scary, I'm never going to be able to do that, then you're never going to be able to do it because you're not even trying towards it. That's like saying, I want my quads to be stronger, but then never squatting, like never doing squats. And then saying like, oh, my quads aren't stronger. Of course they're not, because you never squatted. Okay, so it's exactly the same sort of thing, but just taking it from a physical into a mental. Like if you say you can't do something, you will not do it. If you say I could possibly do that, and the things I need to do that are this, this, and this. Okay, so do that with all of your goals, do it with all of your limitations, and then decide which ones are within reach and which ones are. Then prioritize and think of maybe one or two that you're going to achieve this year. Very, very simple. All right. So yeah, I mean, do that for your own interest. If you want to let me know about it, then by all means, let me know. I'll be really interested to see what you came up with. If you want to keep it private, you want to keep it to yourself, then go for it. But it's definitely a really, really good task. And it helps you stay on point, and it helps you like, not just wandering through life aimlessly, looking at what your next progression is. We love progression as human beings. We're achieving animals. Looking at what your next progression is and thinking, can you get there? Rather than being in this mindset, let's get to growth. Okay. Hope that was helpful for you. And I will see you in next week's mindset video. See you later.